Hey guys, it's your boy Alec coming back to you with another video. We're out here in the shop today and we are going to be covering a topic that I'm pretty excited about just because there's no review videos out there of the Huron Speed Dual 450 system. This is a popular system for people that don't want to make their own buckets, make their own fuel pump hangers, modify the stock buckets. You can buy a kit. It's pretty affordable in the $600 to $700 range if you get the wiring harness and if you don't want to make your own AN lines. It does get a little bit more expensive. This is a pretty good kit. It's kind of a budget kit. It's got some downfalls, but it's also got some advantages. I have 2,500 miles on that kit. And let's just say that it's not like a daily driver, 2,500 miles, where you might do that in 1 month or 2 months. This truck behind me has 2,500 street miles, but a lot of those are racing, wide open throttle. This thing has taken a beating over those 2,500 miles. So that fuel system's been putting up good, and we're gonna cover the good parts, the bad parts, what to expect, and also my final thoughts on what I think about purchasing the kit again. First of all, let's cover the black GMC behind me. It is an '05 Sierra. It has a 6-liter LQ4 originally that we added Summit Racing Pro LS forged pistons. It has a 78 millimeter turbo. It's got a Hughes 1,000 horsepower 4L80. It's all-wheel drive. It is not four-wheel drive. It's all-wheel drive. The truck makes roughly 760 crank horsepower the last time I got a quarter-mile time and the weight of the truck. So that's kind of a little bit about the truck. Now, here's my own plug to go check out all the videos. Got 70 videos of me building this thing, all the different categories, engine work, framework, installing all the parts that you see or that I just listed off. So go check out those videos after this one. Let's get into the advantages of this kit first and talk about some of the pros, some of the things that I like, and then we'll get into some of the disadvantages to this kit because there are plenty of them. All right, so the first advantage to the kit is the fact that it comes to you already set up for AN fitting. So it's got that 8 AN feed, it's got a 6 AN return. It's already set up for a return system, which if you're running a turbocharged vehicle, you need to have a return system. There's no way around that. You need to have an external fuel pressure regulator, and that's gonna send fuel back to the tank. So it comes already set up for AN fittings, which is really awesome. The second thing that I really like about the kit is that it fits really well. They did a really good job of making sure that the fuel pump fits in the factory location. It has the adjustability for the different tank depths, and you can set that all up yourself. And also, the third advantage to it is that I did end up purchasing the wiring harness from them. It is super easy to set up. You can check out my install videos, but also I wired both the pumps. The first one is on constant, similar to your factory fuel pump. The second one is on a Hobbs switch, which if you don't know what a Hobbs switch is, you can check out my video on that. But we wired it to a Hobbs switch, and because this truck is on a stock ECM, as soon as that Hobbs switch sees 4 PSI, it triggers my second fuel pump. We do that with the ground wire from the wiring kit that comes from Huron Speed. So I would definitely recommend upgrading to their wiring kit. It makes it pretty painless to install, and their wiring is very good. They give you plenty of extra, and you don't have to worry about sourcing all that stuff. It just makes overall the install really good. Let's talk about the fourth advantage, which is they come with Walbro 450 pumps. So you're not getting some Chinese crappy pumps. I'm kind of thinking about like the On3 kit. Those are not necessarily great pumps for the base kit. Now let's talk about the downfalls to this kit, because there are some. This kit not having a factory fuel bucket is a major issue. We have to keep this truck half full at all times, because otherwise not having a bucket around the fuel pumps, all the fuel sloshes to the back of the tank and you get fuel tank slosh or fuel pump starvation. And if you get that while you're wide open throttle, lose all your fuel pressure, there's no telling what can happen. Sometimes the truck will just shut off, sometimes it'll hiccup, or your vehicle could blow up because it loses fuel pressure at 15 pounds of boost. I have had this truck low enough. One time I forgot to fill it up before I went to work. I had half a tank. Coming home from work, went around a corner and wasn't even getting on it hard. Just went around a normal 90-degree turn onto a different road at about 20 miles an hour, and the truck did shut off on me because of the fuel in the tank sloshed all to one side. The pumps were starved. The good thing is it started right back up, and also I was not under boost. So how I got around this, instead of going to the fuel station literally every single time I drive this thing, I have 6 VP Racing 5-gallon fuel cans at home, and pretty much every single time I drive this thing, I need to at least put 1 can in it because it's on E85, so it gets about 8 miles per gallon. You can check out my video on that if you want. But going to work one day, my truck uses about 6 to 7 gallons of fuel, so I keep full VP cans at home, and when I fill this thing up at the fuel station once, then I will fill up my 6 other jugs and just keep them in the garage with the truck. Now, let's talk about the other issue. Without modification or without adding different vents to the tank, this truck is very difficult for using a standard fuel pump at a gas station or a fuel station. I have found a way to turn the nozzle sideways with just the very tip of the nozzle in there, and on the lowest, least flow setting, I can usually have the pump do its own thing and it will shut off on its own. But if you just go up to a pump and try and fill up one of these trucks with the Huron Speed Kit, just normal, how you'd fill up any other vehicle, you will have an issue where it clicks off immediately every single time. You will get 2 seconds of flow, the overflow in the handle at the gas station will click off, and you will be very frustrated. So that is my second issue with this kit, that the fuel stations do not like the way that the tank's routed, or the tank vents are routed. I will say the VP Racing cans, it'll take that all day long because those don't have an automatic shut off, so those don't create any issues. They're very easy to fill a truck up with if you want to go that route. Let me tell you guys about one way that I'm hoping to alleviate the fuel tank slosh issues. I've been doing some research on the Holley hydro mats, and essentially what this is, it's a long fuel pump mounted strainer or filter that has straws in it so that you can have your fuel pumps mounted in the center of the tank, and you can point these mats towards the back of the tank, and that way when all the fuel sloshes to the back of the tank, then you can have these hydro mats pointed to the back and they will suck up fuel. As long as 1 inch of that hydro mat is submerged in fuel, it will suck up fuel all the way to the fuel pump. So you could have fuel tank slosh and it's all the way at the back of the tank, say 12 inches away. And as long as that hydro mat is submerged in fuel, even 1 inch, it will pick it up and send it to the pumps. So what I'm kind of thinking about is adding those to both pumps on my truck. Unfortunately, they're $200 a piece. So that's something that you need to consider as the end user when you're buying this. If you're worried about fuel tank slosh because you're gonna daily drive this thing, you definitely want to consider the $400 extra in your pricing. You might be asking me, would I buy this kit again? And so what I'll tell you is that it really depends. I might buy this kit again because it's actually been very good to me. It has given me no issues with like traditional operation. I've had no electrical issues. I've had no fuel pump issues, but the issues with filling up at the fuel station and the issues with fuel tank slosh are something that is a hurdle that I have to kind of always accommodate around. So would I buy this kit again? For the price, probably. If you have the extra money to spend, I would highly recommend looking into other kits that have a factory surge tank built into them. If you don't have the $1,600 for that kit, then I would highly recommend getting at least 1 hydromat on the main fuel pump in the tank. Just because for daily driving, you go around a corner, you don't want to starve the truck and it's shutting off on you, in traffic. And then if you plan on romping on the truck a lot or going out and using it hard, then you just make sure your tank is full and that second pump is always submerged. So overall, I probably would buy it again just because it's priced really well, but there is another option out there. And if you have the money to do it, I would highly recommend that you get a surge tank fuel pump system. And that is probably your best bet for the most reliable, least issues that you can have. But if this is in your budget, this is not a bad kit to go with. Just know that you are definitely going to have some areas that you need to work around and accommodate to use this kit in your pickup truck. So that's going to be it for the video. Overall, I do like the Huron Speed kit, but there are better options out there. Go check out my install videos if you're interested, and also check out the other videos on the Turbo GMC and it going out and beating AMGs and T-Rexes and other stuff that gets put up next to it. And I really appreciate you watching this video. If you found it helpful at all, please make sure you subscribe, and until I see you guys next time, peace.